Long before the Kurukshetra war, before Krishna's divine words echoed on the battlefield, a story of love, injustice, and vengeance was written, a story that changed destiny itself. This is the untold story of Amba, the princess who defied fate, and her rebirth as Shikhandi, the warrior who brought down the great Bhishma. The king of Kashi had three beautiful daughters, Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika. When it was time for their Swayamvara, the grand ceremony where a princess chooses her husband, princes and kings from across the land gathered in Kashi's magnificent hall. But one name was missing, Bhishma, the mighty son of Ganga, the guardian of Hastinapura. The king of Kashi had insulted Bhishma by not inviting him. But Bhishma, a man who feared no one, stormed into the Swayamvara hall. With unmatched power, he defeated every prince and carried away all three princesses in his chariot, declaring, "They shall marry my brother, Vishitravirya, the king of Hastinapura." But Amba, furious and determined, cried out, "You have no right to decide my fate, Bhishma. My heart already belongs to King Shalva." Hearing Amba's words, Bhishma, a man of truth and vows, paused. Without hesitation, he personally escorted Amba to Shalva's kingdom. "Go to the man you love," he said firmly. "I will not stand in your way." But when Amba reached Shalva's palace, she faced her worst humiliation. Shalva looked at her coldly and said, "You were taken by another man, Bhishma. How can I marry a woman who has lived in another's palace?" Amba pleaded, she cried, she explained, but Shalva turned away. Her love was rejected, her honor broken. Desperate, she returned to Hastinapura, hoping Bhishma, the man responsible for her misery, would make things right. But Bhishma remained distant. "I cannot marry you, Amba. I have taken a vow of celibacy. I can offer you protection, but not love." And with those words, Amba was left utterly alone, rejected by both men and abandoned by the world that once admired her. That night, Amba stood before the river Ganga, her heart filled not with sorrow, but with a burning fire. "If Bhishma's vow makes him righteous," she whispered fiercely, "then my vow shall make me his destroyer." Amba left her palace life behind. She wandered barefoot through forests, meditated under the scorching sun, and fasted for years, consumed by one single purpose: vengeance. Moved by her incredible determination, Lord Shiva himself appeared before her. "In this life, you cannot kill Bhishma," his deep voice echoed. "But in your next birth, you shall be the cause of his death." Defiantly, Amba replied, "Then grant me death, O Lord, so I may be reborn to fulfill my destiny." With divine fire in her eyes, Amba built a funeral pyre and leapt into the flames. Her body turned to ash, but her vow burned brighter than ever. Years later, in the kingdom of Panchala, King Drupada and his queen were blessed with a child named Shikhandi. From birth, strange omens surrounded her. She preferred swords to dolls and war songs to lullabies. And when she spoke in her sleep, she would whisper names no one knew: Bhishma, Shalva, Kashi. As she grew, the truth was revealed. Shikhandi was Amba reborn, carrying the memories of her past life. Determined to fulfill her destiny, Shikhandi left her home for the forest once more. She performed intense tapasya and met a divine yaksha. The yaksha's booming voice declared, "Your purpose is greater than your form. You shall become a man, a warrior, and complete your vow." In a flash of magic, Shikhandi transformed into Shikhandi, a fearless prince and a master at arms. Decades later, the world stood divided at Kurukshetra. The Kauravas and the Pandavas faced each other, and at the heart of the Kaurava army stood Bhishma, undefeated and seemingly unstoppable. Day after day, his arrows rained down upon the Pandavas. No warrior could face him. Then Krishna turned to Arjuna. "Bhishma cannot be defeated by any man, Arjuna," he said calmly, "but he has vowed never to raise his bow against a woman. Take Shikhandi with you." As the conch of war blew again, Arjuna rode into battle with Shikhandi by his side. Seeing Shikhandi, Bhishma lowered his bow, softly whispering, "I know this face, Amba." In that very instant, Arjuna rained a volley of arrows, piercing Bhishma's armor, his body, his heart. The invincible warrior fell, resting on a bed of arrows, his eyes filled not with anger, but with peace. As Bhishma lay on the battlefield, he smiled faintly. Amba, you have won, he said weakly. Thus ended the vow that began with love and was fulfilled by destiny. Amba, the woman wronged by men, finally found her justice through rebirth. Because in the grand tale of the Mahabharata, no vow, no sin, and no injustice ever escapes the eternal cycle of karma. Thank you so much for watching this incredible story unfold. If you were moved by Amba's journey, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from ancient epics. We'll see you in the next video.